On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Synchronize.
To happen or cause to happen at the same time or rate.
Examples:
Synchronize movements. Synchronize our watches. The ball speed will increase when the lower body movements are perfectly synchronized.
Singe.
To burn something slightly or superficially, usually by mistake.
Examples:
Singe off the hair over the flames. Singe the edges of a fabric. I didn't realize the iron was still hot and singed my dress.
Enlist.
To sign up to serve in the military or a particular organization.
Examples:
Enlist in a cause. Enlist for a soldier. He decided to enlist in the military after graduating from high school.
Applaud.
To express approval of someone or something by clapping the hands.
Examples:
Applaud his courage. Applaud the orchestra. I enthusiastically applaud my rival's achievement.
Raucous.
Harsh, loud, and disorderly, characterized by rowdy or chaotic behavior, producing an unpleasantly loud and harsh noise.
Examples:
Raucous laughter. Raucous crowd. The raucous party next door kept us awake all night.
Incoherent.
Expressed or formulated without clarity or logic, lacking cohesion or connection, disjointed or rambling in speech or writing.
Examples:
Incoherent speech. Incoherent thoughts. The speaker's incoherent rambling made it difficult for the audience to understand the message.
Clap.
To hit your hands together and make a short and loud noise, mainly to show your approval or praise.
Examples:
Clap my hands. Clap a book shut. We clapped along with the singer's song.
Unison.
Occurring or corresponding together, simultaneously, or exactly, music, two or more sounds or tones at the same pitch or in octaves.
Examples:
Singing in unison. Clap the hands in unison. They saluted in unison to the captain.
Emergent.
Starting to exist or view, or to become known.
Examples:
Emergent repair of an aorta. An emergent republic. Extensive areas of emergent plants are usually called marsh.
Spook.
To frighten or scare, and often provoke into violent action. Noun, someone unpleasantly strange or eccentric. Ghost.
Examples:
Spook the fish. Spook the children. The bankruptcy of that company spooked markets.
Inanimate.
Not having life or spirit, not animate.
Examples:
Inanimate nature. Inanimate matter. The inanimate object was not capable of movement or feeling.
Spontaneously.
In a way that is natural, not planned or forced, and often sudden.
Examples:
Recover spontaneously after 5 days. This shift occurs spontaneously. The electrical cord spontaneously combusted.
Pervasive.
Spreading or existing throughout every part of a thing or place.
Examples:
Pervasive language. The pervasive odor of garlic. Suspicion and worry were pervasive in our minds.
Cosmos.
Another name for the universe, mainly used when it is thought of as an ordered system.
Examples:
Exploration of cosmos. Origin of the cosmos. Supercomputers enable scientists to create computational models of the cosmos.
Entropy.
A scientific concept that is most commonly associated with a state of disorder, randomness, or uncertainty.
Examples:
Entropy calculation. Entropy conservation. Since the second law of thermodynamics is applicable to the universe, the entropy of the universe continues to increase.
Countervail.
To oppose or balance something with equal force or weight, to counteract or compensate for something.
Examples:
Countervail the argument. Countervail the cost. The company implemented new security measures to countervail the threat of cyber attacks.
Synchronous.
Occurring or operating at the same time or pace, happening simultaneously, coordinated or synchronized.
Examples:
Synchronous communication. Synchronous learning. The group of performers perfectly executed the synchronous dance routine.
Predator.
An animal whose natural behavior is to prey on others.
Examples:
Apex predator. Sexual predators. The native South American animals were in danger because of the predator's arrival.
Starling.
A bird with dark and iridescent feathers, often found in large flocks.
Examples:
Starling bird. Starling migration. The starling flock created a mesmerizing display in the sky.
Swarm.
A group of many things, such as insects, fishes, etc., in the air or water or on the ground.
Examples:
A swarm of mosquitoes. Locust swarm. A swarm of angry bees attacked because we had approached the hive.
Confuse.
To mistake one thing for another, to make somebody hard to understand.
Examples.
Confuse the listener. Confuse fantasy with reality. Her remarks confused the debate.
Puzzled.
Confused or uncertain because you do not understand something.
Examples.
Puzzled expression. Puzzled by the question. She was puzzled by the strange behavior of her cat.
Choreography.
The art and technique of arranging dance movements and patterns in a work of ballet or modern dance, the sequence of movements and positions in a dance.
Examples.
Original choreography. Choreography art. The dance performance featured intricate choreography.
Choreograph.
To compose a sequence of dance steps, often to music.
Examples.
Choreograph a stage performance. Exquisitely choreographed. He had choreographed the dance in this play himself.
Scatter.
To cause to separate and go in different directions.
Examples.
Scatter seeds. Scatter around the internet. The hunter's approach scattered the geese.
Peregrine.
A type of falcon known for its swift flight and ability to cover great distances during its migratory journeys.
Examples.
Peregrine habitat. Peregrine migration. I caught a glimpse of a peregrine falcon soaring high above the cliffs.
Hawk.
A bird of prey typically having short rounded wings and a long tail, an advocate of an aggressive policy on foreign relations.
Examples.
Cast off a hawk. Congressional hawk. That team signed a center forward who was a ball hawk.
Propagate.
To spread or promote something widely, particularly beliefs, ideas, or plants and animals through reproduction.
Examples.
Propagate a rumor. Propagate plants. The company is working hard to propagate their brand message to as many people as possible.
Mystical.
Relating to or characterized by spiritual powers, beyond ordinary understanding.
Examples.
Mystical intuition. Mystical belief. While meditating, he had a mystical experience and felt a sense of unity with the universe.
Firefly.
A flying nocturnal insect common in warm regions with a tail that shines in the dark.
Examples.
The glow of a firefly. Sparkle like firefly. In that country, there is a culture of eating live firefly squid.
Mangrove.
A tropical coastal tree or shrub that grows in saline soil and has prop roots that help to stabilize it.
Examples:
Mangrove forest, mangrove swamp. The mangrove trees are known for their ability to survive in saltwater and sandy soil.
Beetle.
An insect having a hard shell-like back covering its wings.
Examples:
Beetle browse, a beetle larva. In ancient civilizations, the scarab beetle was worshipped as a sacred creature.
Beacon.
A light or other visible object serving as a signal, guide, or warning.
Examples:
An aerial beacon, beacon of hope. The lighthouse served as a beacon to guide ships safely into port.
Spectacle.
Something or someone seen, especially a notable or unusual sight, an optical device consisting of a frame that houses a pair of lenses for correcting defective vision.
Examples:
Pretty spectacle, spectacle lens. She could not help watching the sad spectacle.
Twitch.
To make a sudden and quick movement with a part of the body. Noun, a sudden, small, jerky movement of a muscle or part of the body.
Examples:
Twitch at his sleeve, twitch of an eye. She couldn't stop her leg from twitching nervously.
Eyelid.
A thin fold of skin that covers and protects the human eye, which helps to keep the eye moist by spreading tears over the surface and prevents foreign objects from entering the eye.
Examples:
Eyelid twitch, drooping eyelid. Bright light can cause me to squint and strain my eyes, resulting in twitchy eyelids.
Pacemaker.
A small electronic device that is implanted in the chest to regulate the heartbeat of people with certain heart conditions. A person or thing that sets the pace or rhythm for others.
Examples:
Implanted pacemaker, pacemaker battery. Some people with pacemakers may need to avoid certain activities or sources of electromagnetic interference.
Sinoatrial.
Relating to or affecting both the sinuses and the atria of the heart, specifically referring to the sinoatrial node, the natural pacemaker of the heart.
Examples:
Sinoatrial block, sinoatrial dysfunction. An abnormality in the sinoatrial node can lead to irregular heart rhythms.
Nod.
To lower and raise one's head, sometimes several times, as to show approval, agreement, greeting, or confirmation.
Examples:
Nod at each other, nod courteously. She nodded quietly in response to the question.
Beep.
To make a short, high-pitched sound, typically as a signal or warning.
Examples:
Beep out a warning. Beep the horn. The timer beeped, reminding me that the cake was ready to come out of the oven.
Ventricle.
A chamber or cavity within an organ or structure, particularly the lower chamber of the heart that pumps blood to the lungs and other parts of the body.
Examples:
Left ventricle. Ventricle in the brain. The heart's ventricles are responsible for pumping blood out to the body.
Epilepsy.
A neurological disorder characterized by recurrent seizures or convulsions, which can manifest in a variety of ways and be caused by various factors.
Examples:
Epilepsy seizure. Epilepsy medication. The flashing lights at the concert triggered her epilepsy and caused a seizure.
Pathological.
Relating to or caused by a physical or mental disease or disorder, extreme or abnormal in a way that is harmful or unhealthy.
Examples:
Pathological liar. Pathological condition. The doctor was concerned that the patient's pathological fear of germs impacted their daily life.
Rhythmic.
Having a pattern of regular beats or a regular beat, characterized by rhythm.
Examples:
A rhythmic stroking. In a rhythmic pace. The rhythmic sound of the drums was mesmerizing.
Applause.
A demonstration of approval or praise by clapping the hands together.
Examples:
Round of applause. Earn applause. The applause burst from the audience.
Emit.
To give off or send out something such as light, heat, sound, gas, etc.
Examples:
Emit a gamma ray. Emit air pollution. During the unloading, the container box emits a clicking sound.
Metronome.
A device used by musicians to mark time by means of regularly recurring ticks or sounds at an adjustable tempo.
Examples:
Metronome ticking. Electronic metronome. The composer marked the score with metronome indications to guide the musicians.
Whimsical.
Unusual and not severe in a way that might be funny or annoying, determined by chance or impulse or whim rather than by necessity or reason.
Examples:
Whimsical reasons. A whimsical person. Much of his painting has a whimsical quality.
Norman.
Relating to or characteristic of the Normans, a people who originally came from Normandy, France, and who had a significant impact on the history and culture of Britain and other European countries. The term can also refer to a style of architecture or art that developed during the Norman period.
Examples:
Norman Cathedral. Norman invasion. The Norman architecture in the Old City was a sight to behold.
Sculptor.
An artist who creates sculptures, three-dimensional objects, or forms.
Examples:
Sculptor studio. Renowned sculptor. The famous sculptor used various tools to carve the marble into the desired shape.
Abyss.
A deep, dark, or seemingly bottomless chasm or void.
Examples:
The abyss of time. An abyss of hopelessness. The deep sea is an abyss of mystery and discovery.
Saber.
A type of sword with a curved blade, typically used in cavalry or fencing.
Examples:
Saber fencing. Ceremonial saber. The military commander drew his saber and shouted orders to the troops.
Scamper.
To run with quick, light steps, especially because one is excited or in a hurry.
Examples:
Scamper about buying. Scamper to the door. The squirrel would scamper up the tree to escape the approaching cat.
Droopy.
Bending or hanging down, especially from exhaustion or weakness.
Examples:
Droopy posture. Rabbit with droopy ears. He had a brushy and droopy mustache.
Taut.
Tightly stretched or pulled, tense or firm, concise or succinct, without any unnecessary or excess elements.
Examples:
Taut muscles. Taut nerves. The tightrope walker balanced on the taut wire with grace.
Excite.
To make someone feel suddenly enthusiastic or eager.
Examples:
Excite the crowd. Excite rebellion. The news of her promotion excited her.
Sideways.
Towards or from the side, with one side forward or to the front, adjective, of movement, at an angle.
Examples:
Fall sideways. A sideways market. She glanced sideways at the conversation of the boy she was interested in.
Windy.
Characterized by or affected by strong winds, of or relating to the wind, describing a person who talks a lot, often in an exaggerated way or without saying much substance.
Examples:
Windy hillside. Windy eloquence. The weather is too windy for us to go on a boat ride.
Oscillate.
To swing or move back and forth like a pendulum or a wave, to fluctuate or alternate between 2 points or states, to hesitate or be indecisive.
Examples:
Oscillate back and forth. Oscillate between joy and anger. The fan in the room oscillates, making the airflow more evenly.
Gait.
A person's manner of walking, running, or moving on foot, a particular pattern or style of movement or locomotion.
Examples:
Awkward gait, brisk gait. The older woman's gait was slow and unsteady.
Unintended.
Not planned or meant.
Examples:
Unintended bias, unintended misunderstanding. Excessive human interference in the global environment may bring unintended consequences.
Disappoint.
To fail to meet someone or their hopes or expectations, to make someone feel sad.
Examples:
Disappoint the audience. Don't disappoint me. She worked very hard not to disappoint her boss's expectations.
Narrator.
A person who tells a story, especially in a book or film.
Examples:
First-person narrator. The narrator of the TV program. The narrator makes use of the local dialect.
Sect.
A group of people who follow a particular religious or philosophical belief system, especially one that is regarded as outside the norm or mainstream.
Examples:
Sect beliefs. Secret sect. The minority sect believed in a set of unconventional religious practices.
Wobble.
To move or shake unsteadily from side to side or up and down.
Examples:
Wobble a few steps. Wobble chair. The table wobbled a little when I put my drink on it.
Reckon.
To think or believe something.
Examples:
Hard to reckon. Reckon the company as a rival. He reckons that corruption was rampant in the regime.
Mimic.
To imitate someone's speech, movement, or behavior, especially to make others laugh.
Examples:
Mimic a human voice. Mimic numerous instruments. He is very popular at school because he can mimic all the teachers' accents.
Pendulum.
A weight hung from a fixed point used to regulate the movement of a clock or other mechanism.
Examples:
Pendulum swings. Political pendulum. The pendulum clock was a familiar sight in the old house.
Dangle.
To hang or swing loosely, especially in a way that suggests instability or lack of support. To tempt or tantalize by holding out the prospect of something desirable, but uncertain.
Examples:
Dangle a carrot. Dangle a pendant. The earring on her earlobe would dangle as she moved her head.